They can't attack me on the merits of my argument, so they got to go low.
I see. They don't listen to Michelle Obama. It's all good, though.
Nah. Oh, that reminds me. We had, and I don't know if y'all was checking the Good News IG, but in regards to our promo video, there was somebody who came in there and said, just a dope ass podcast. They said, quote, as a Lakers fan, I respect the dedication to chaos by insulting the flagship team of your new fan base. Y'all are doing amazing, LOL. Then they came back and said, this was said with full sincerity. Niggas really like the nonsense over here.
They don't like us.
So, we have plenty of it, goddamn. Strap in, motherfuckers.
Be careful what you ask for.
Two gut milk.
What the hell going
on? Welcome to episode 187 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. Hello. Welcome.
I am the Eric J.
Only known as
The Eric J.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy, K. Harris, the gentleman.
The gentleman.
The everyday gentleman.
24/7.
But better known as K. Diddy.
Take that.
Yeah, Brody.
Yeah, so, in case you didn't know, well, you can find us in a whole bunch of different places. So, I'm going to plug you to our social media.
Oh, bars.
IG and the Twitter at Technical File. We got our website, www.technicalfile.com. Don't forget to put the K on that motherfucker.
You're damn right.
You can also find the Technical File podcast on the YouTube and Facebook. Mm-hmm. Our Facebook page is Technical File Podcast. And then you can move on over to our Technical File Pod Overtime group, which is our Facebook group. You can join in with the listeners, fans, and the fam.
We everywhere. You ain't never there. Okay.
Like I say every week, man, if you guys enjoy being a part of this amazing Tech File fam, share it to everyone you know. Your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your granny, your cousin, baby mama, baby daddy, co-workers, doctor, lawyer, whoever. Wherever you listen to this right now, man. Just share, man. Take less than 30 seconds, man.
Yeah.
You all enjoy being a part of this fam. Let's let it grow. So share. Do it right now.
For sure.
You ain't doing nothing else?
Push the goddamn button.
There you go. Do something with yourself.
Tech File Challenge.
I forgot. We said it yesterday. I forgot.
Black History Facts. We just gonna keep it rolling for the month, brother.
Okay, there we go.
That one. It was favorite black biopic.
Tim said be on for the Elkie though. Yeah.
You ain't know. You say that.
That'd be a bell, sir.
Got to say, you partner.
Like we definitely discussed this.
Close with no dice.
The Tech File Challenge this week, y'all. Drop y'all favorite black biopic in the comments. You'll see the post. Interact with it on social media. Let us know what your favorite is. That's a very hard question, by the way.
Because there's so many of them.
It's a lot of them, especially if you're not just thinking in one genre. Like,
it's plenty of them.
You can do Ray, you can do Ali, you can do
The Temptations. Classic.
Jackson 5.
There's a plethora.
5 Heartbeats. Wasn't real.
Straight out of Compton.
Wasn't real.
Yeah.
It was cool though.
Straight Outta Compton is a great movie.
Absolutely.
I ain't seen it.
That was a great movie.
42.
Yeah, I loved 42.
Another great one.
Man.
Loved 42.
Man. But yeah, let us know what y'all favorite is in the comments.
Let us know.
Yeah. But wherever you find podcasts, you can find us. That includes Apple Podcasts, Google Play,
Okay.
SoundCloud,
We get it.
Stitcher, Spotify, Amazon Music.
Yeah, we there too.
Still working on it.
iHeartRadio, Himalaya,
Like a player.
Wooshka,
Wooska.
and of course, the Good News app.
Yes, sir.
Good News Radio.
The Action Man voice. Okay, I dig it.
Oh yeah,
Like the movie trailer voice.
First time there, first week. If y'all are new here to the, because you're here on the Good News app, welcome to our brand of sports podcast. We a little different. You probably already noticed that though.
A little bit different.
But if they are new here, can we really quick just say favorite teams? Can we just get this out, like, just in case people don't know? Let's set the table. Because I think people assume that we all like the same teams.
That's a negative.
Okay, I'm a hometown fan, so all the Wisconsin sports teams I root for. Other than that, I like the Jacksonville Jaguars, even though with their franchises, they're working on it. I like the Jaguars. And I'll usually find some like darling team in the West or whatever the case may be to kind of like in the NBA. But right now that would be the Suns. But other than that, I'm a Wisconsin hometown fan.
Eric?
The Bucks.
Die hard out here.
Bucks, Packers, Brewers, hometown except for the Badgers, pretty much. I'm a Marquette fan, so this year has been painful. I'm just waiting for this season to end pretty much for Marquette basketball. It's
Hey, Wisconsin having some heartbreakers. That Michigan loss wasn't.
It was tasty to me.
Had a little salt on it.
It did. I was happy as a mug when they lost. Hating like a mug. Cam, what are your teams?
The Lakers, man, all day. Laker Nation, what up? LA, what up? We out here. Laker Nation out here. We out here happy. Wrap them in the middle. It's a few of us Laker fans out here. We out here repping.
It's a hell of Laker fans in Milwaukee.
Few of us out here.
It's more than I'm
I mean, in the lean years, it was more Lakers fans than Bucks fans here.
Yeah.
These are fans. But yeah,
Football?
Lakers all day. Even the Chicago Bears. Hello.
the Bears.
The Bears.
Boom.
Got a little saying sad as shit. Damn, y'all can't get nothing good.
But yeah, I just wanted to set the table in case people were new here. This is their first introduction. They need to know where we stand. So before we get into the sport fact of the week and then our topics, I'm going to shout out our top listening cities from the past week.
Oh, wait. We need to tell people to like and share and rate and review and all that.
Oh, you didn't finish? My fault. It's because it's new. My fault. My fault. That was my fault. Go ahead, man.
Quit and bro. She was
but yeah, wherever you're listening to this podcast episode right now, obviously we're there too. So while you're there, make sure that you like, subscribe, rate, review. 5 stars or better. It helps us and we appreciate it.
Indeed.
But make sure you listen to the Good News app.
Oh, yeah, we need all them listens.
Download that now.
Yeah, go download the app right now. Maybe we'll do a giveaway for people showing us that they download the app.
There you go, screenshot it.
I had a phone call like, hey, how you download the app? Hey, go ahead, brother. Just go ahead and go to the App Store, put in the Good News Radio, download that, go on the stations.
Mm-hmm.
The
sports station?
Yeah, sports radio station. Mm-hmm. We're right there. We're right there. On the front page right now. Just going right there.
Right there. If they listen on a Wednesday, though, they can't go right there right now, but you can next Tuesday. So make sure you catch us there. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time. We'll be on there. Now it's time for them listening cities and them international listeners before we get into the sport fact. Number 1 was surprising. We had Columbus, Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Columbus.
A while back.
Bob, you know what? That is probably why we got a lot of Columbus. Our episode last week had Bow Wow on the cover. Okay.
Oh, yeah, damn.
Okay.
He was like,
but he was repping the A hard, though.
He was training with Rikishi? Is that true, or that was just some shit that was on?
I saw that rumor.
No, I seen something that he was training with him. Like he's legitimately going to be. He's probably pop up within the next couple of weeks.
We'll see him.
He's going to come back doing a stink face and shit.
That little baby stink face. Don't nobody want all that. Number 2, we have Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hometown.
Shout out to the hometown, man. It's too much snow on the ground, but
man, disrespectful. That's what it is.
But it is what it is. Number 3, we got Inglewood, California. What's up, Inglewood?
What's going on?
What's up? Was y'all scouting us out before we got here? I feel you. Number 4, we got Crowley, Texas.
Crowley, what's going on, y'all? Hey, man, shout out to all the Texas listeners, though.
Man, for sure.
I know y'all going through it.
I ain't got no jokes y'all way, man. I hope y'all good, like, for real.
I do, but they off air
and stuff like that. Like
this nigga Eric, I got jokes.
I'm just saying, like, they have jokes when it's cold here and warm there, so.
Hey man, I could get that, but if they, I would get the jokes if they didn't lose power and stuff.
I was just about to say, when they get power back, they get these jokes.
Because they do often. Never mind. Nope. Okay.
Number 5, we got Cypress, Texas.
Cypress, what's going on?
Go on, baby.
Number 6, we got Kenosha, Wisconsin.
K-Town, what's going on?
Neighbor.
Welcome.
Number 7, we got Houston, Texas.
H-Town always showing love. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Number 8, we got Germantown, Wisconsin.
Germantown, the G-Town.
Number 9, we got Charlotte, North Carolina.
What's going on, Charlotte? Welcome back. Y'all keep coming back now, you hear?
We're going to move on real quick. Who calls it G-Town?
Hey. He flows so smooth. I was just rolling with it like, okay. We got new nicknames for Germantown.
Out here. They coming back too next week. Watch.
G-Town do the Cabbage Patch.
G-Town
That's what that sounds like. You should have brought that back up. Now it don't sound right. And number 10, we got Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, what's going on?
International listeners included Belgium,
welcome back.
Norway,
how are you?
And Australia.
Australia, hello, mate. How are you?
All right, sport fact of the week.
February 17th, 2021 is Michael Jordan's 58th birthday.
Hey,
boom,
boom,
but more importantly, February 16th, 2021 is Kay Harris's birthday.
Hey, that's your boy.
Hey.
We out here. Hey, we out here. Big boy antlers.
Hey. Happy birthday, though, man, for real.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's get into these topics of the week now, shall we? Biggest story from the last week got to be the fact that J.J. Watt ended up getting released from the Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
At his request. It was a mutual decision. Where do y'all think JJ gonna end up at? Because it is like a half a dozen teams out here who were like, we want JJ, like we want him here.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
So where do y'all actually think he's gonna go? Because Watt said that his priority is making sure that he can play in the Super Bowl. So he want to go to a team where he feels like he can win. So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
I mean, I was just reading the tea leaves, in his little video that he put out afterwards, like, you're going to hear it straight from me, blah, blah, blah. He had a Wisconsin hoodie on.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
But he's been in Chicago, though.
Well, his wife lives in Chicago.
Exactly. So, the Bears.
Wisconsin's close enough to Chicago, he can commute, or she can come.
No.
What I will say on the release is that it was fair. I guess that was one of the better things that they've done as far as treating a veteran and a star player for Houston. Granted, for the franchise, selfishly, you could have picked up, a nice little exchange for J.J. Watt. But I guess if you want to treat the player or say you want to do your right by your players, that's a start. 2, I would absolutely love J.J. Watt to be in Wisconsin. His parents have been traveling for a long time to go watch their games. Imagine he could end his career in Wisconsin and allow them to finally watch one of their boys play at home. That's been a big thing about their story as far as their brothers go as a whole. Like, yeah, it came out today that he was giving Cleveland some serious consideration. I was like, but the story of their parents is that they got 3 boys in the league who they constantly have to travel for and get to see. And at one point, they would probably love to see them all in one spot or see them at home.
I was going to say, like, it makes more sense for him to go to Pittsburgh under that analogy, but...
Right, that's what I was about to say.
Right.
Like, then it's all...
Or see him at home, like, either one, because they grew up watching the Packers and being Packer fans and stuff like that, too, they've said. So, I don't see it. I don't see why not, I should say. But if not, like, Cleveland would be a great team for JJ. Or, shit, damn, this is...
Pittsburgh.
JJ, Myles Garrett.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. That would be ridiculous.
Yes, terrorizing them. Terrorizing.
But, I mean, Zadarius Smith, that's close.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even finish that sentence.
That's close to what?
There was a stat that came up that said J.J. Watt was only double teamed more than Zadarius Smith last year. So, like, you can't double team both of them every single play. Come on, brother. Just come on. Make it easy. If not, like, they're still...
Man, listen. Wisconsin is pulling out the big guns. We got Quick Trips up here, out here pitching JJ to come home. We got Culver's is out here tweeting JJ. Like, listen, you was excited when you had one Culver's by your training camp location. Imagine having 140 plus of them things around you, man. Like, come home and play. You can have Culver's all day.
Free Butterburgers for life.
Come on, man.
Garden, bro.
You would get your own burger if you came home. I promise you, Culver's would probably make a JJ burger. A Watt special.
Definitely would.
They probably would.
A Whataburger.
That might be infringing on some rights, but
it's they got the golden arches, we got the golden arcs.
It'll be interesting to see where he goes because the Packers actually did clear up some cap space. I do want to point out the fact that for the Packers to get JJ, they're about 20 mil over the cap right now, so they got to clear some space. They cleared about a little bit over 8 by restructuring Bakhtiari's contract, which is smart. Bakhtiari even gave them a "you're welcome." Like, y'all took my signing bonus from this year and spread it out, but like,
now you're stalling my money.
Exactly, but I'm gonna get all of it, but you stalling it.
Right.
But, so you're welcome. But they got to make some other moves. And my question to y'all as Packer fans, really quick, is just: would you rather have JJ and lose like Lindsey and Jones, or would you rather keep those two and get Watt? I'm not saying it's like apples to apples, but like the idea of getting Watt means we're going to lose a free agent that we probably could have re-signed that we're going to lose.
I think we're losing Jones anyways, no matter what. I think we're losing Jones and Williams no matter what. Like, okay,
so do you want to lose your starting center? One of the best. Would you rather have your exactly?
And that's been my thing with that line, because our line was one of the best offensive lines, which is the reason why he had the year he had. And so with Jones, like, with a great offensive line, you can have a great running back. You can have an okay running back look amazing. Like, so we can fill them gaps with, granted, we can't fill it with the actual talent of losing Jones and losing Williams and they're being comfortable in this offense and the rhythm and chemistry they got with Rodgers. Sure. No, we can't do that immediately, but Dylan can help fill in some of that. He did look good. He do have hands too. Like, a lot of people keep forgetting he is a back that can catch just as well as the other two. There's rumors that James White may be interested in coming back, another former Wisconsin player coming back. And I think Watt and White played at the same time at Wisconsin too.
The time frame sounds
I'm more sure they both, because James White was behind.
Hey, and I mean, like, Russell Wilson is apparently upset in Seattle. Just get the whole gang back together.
Come on, bring it back.
The whole gang's here.
Apparently, Rodgers want to leave, so just make make it happy for everybody.
But no, I personally would love to have J.J. Watt here, but I would like to keep Linsley, who's not that old of a center either. That's still an all-pro center, to keep our line intact.
I mean, when I was saying, like, come home, like, I mean, for a veteran minimum, like, yeah, I ain't break for him, like, he want a ring, like, ring chasers take a pay cut.
That's going to be a big pay cut.
He got it.
That's going to be the combo with Rodgers.
He got it.
But yeah, we'll see where he go. We'll see.
Well, Rodgers ain't from Wisconsin, so.
Hey. Aaron Rodgers, he probably won JJ here too. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So.
But no, I think Pittsburgh, honestly.
You think, yeah. I think that Cleveland thing is really interesting. That's fat, like, that's almost like JJ Watt isn't like peak JJ Watt at this point. It's an injury risk at what, like he hasn't played a full 16 consistently. Like, we know that about JJ, but he's above average and he's still got enough in the tank to make a difference. So you put him next to Myles Garrett.
They play him at the deep tackle spot too sometimes.
Whew,
I mean, he was all over that line. He was all over the line. So you could put him inside and outside, or just have both of them. Oh my God, bro! Like, you just need to put in two 350s, or grab two Ndamukong Suhs
That's all you need. Just 2 future Hall of Famers.
No. Current Indomitius. You don't even need the peak ones. Put 2 current Indomitius right there, and they'll work, bro. Like, you could pass rush with 4, or you could go to a 3-4. Like, you can pass rush with 3. Look at San Francisco. Look at fucking Tampa Bay. Like, if you could rush with 4, you're gonna terrorize somebody's defense, and JJ over there would be a monster with Myles Garrett.
We actually got some comments. We got the Chiefs, Packers, Steelers, or Bears.
I could see the Chiefs making a run at them too.
Michael, how could you even bring up the Bears in this situation?
Thank you.
One of the teams is not like the other.
What? How dare me? Disrespect my Bears.
Super Bowl aspirations. I don't know how the Bears got thrown in there at all.
What you talking about? Wait that far. What you talking about?
Look at Tim's face.
Didn't y'all fall into the playoffs too?
We was there though, right?
Didn't y'all fall?
We was in the playoffs though, right?
Y'all won against the Bears.
It don't matter how you get there. As long as you get there.
I hate y'all.
It don't matter how you get there as long as you get there. The Giants won the Super Bowl.
And then what you do when you got there?
Huh?
Hey, niggas always, when they try to think real quick, give you that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But,
bro.
What you trying to think of that answer? I see.
I can see the Chiefs trying to do something.
I mean, that's the ultimate ring chase.
Secondary more than anything.
Yeah. He got options.
Yes. You definitely do.
The whole league want him, and I don't blame him.
Except for Houston.
J.J. Watt, right? You still win?
Except for Houston. No, man. Houston's been having it rough. So I'm not even going. Y'all been losing a lot of superstars and
in all their franchises.
Power.
Come on, Eric.
Dog. Next. What we got going on?
I said it wouldn't even. You can't.
We finna be off. Shit. Let's go. What we got next?
That's funny.
Ooh, okay. So the NBA said that they're going to hold the skills challenge and the 3-point contest prior to the All-Star game, and then they're going to put a dunk contest in at halftime as well.
How long this shit gonna be? Like, what you mean? How you cramming all that in, man?
It's gonna be Infinity War, my nigga. Like, it's gonna be there for 4 hours.
Watching like the AAU event, like just crank everything.
What is this, bro?
Had like 3 full games and shit.
It's gonna be the most lit halftime show ever.
Bro.
They probably got a halftime performance too.
I mean, on the plus side, that means that there's a time limit on the dunk contest for once, because that shit can go forever.
Yeah.
Like, you get 2 dunks. If you miss them, you out.
Hey, they both missed. Like, damn.
We'll see, though. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be.
It'll be fun.
I guess that'd be interesting. Like, I mean, it's an all-star game, so it don't really matter about the outcome. But, like, imagine, like, Steph and Dame are, like, in the 3-point contest. Like, that's a free warm-up. And then the game, you get hot in the 3-point contest, carry that over to the game.
Yeah.
Or you get so tired from the 3-point contest because you made it to the finals and now you ain't got no legs because you done took all these shots. So
noodle leg.
Right.
Maybe the 3-point contest would be first. Give them all a chance to rest after that.
Man, that's a lot to do.
It is.
That's a lot to do.
Just adding bodies to the mini bubble that they're trying to create in Atlanta.
Yeah, and they said this. You said they're gonna have fans?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A
That's why
limited amount. Yeah.
Ooh. Atlanta been open.
The mayor came out and said that this is a TV. She said this is a TV only event. Do not fly here.
Yeah, because that's gonna stop people.
Well, they already planning their flights.
Atlanta All-Star Weekend, and you've been in the house for a year. It's gonna be people willing to take that risk. I'm not one of them.
Bow Wow was there, bro. They was kicking it with him.
I'm good, but it's gonna be people who are gonna be there. But since we're talking about All-Star, let's talk about the teams. So today, as we're recording this, is the last day for fan voting. So when this drops tomorrow, we'll be able to know who the starters are. But we might as well just talk about the teams in general. It's a light week, anyways. We can get this off. So y'all want to start with the East or the West? Because interestingly enough, the East was a little like they were both difficult, but the East was easier for me.
Yeah, for me too.
And I did not expect that.
Yeah.
Oh, Never Not Kristen just dropped a comment. Welcome to the good news. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Gang for sure. So, East or West? Which I want to do.
Let's start with. You want to go East first?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. So, let's talk guards first. Let's talk starters. Actually, yeah, let's do starters. So, who are your starting 2 guards in the East?
Bill and Harden.
Same here. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I got James Harden starting too.
I ain't even got Harden as an all-star.
In the fan voting, he's like probably like 100,000 behind Kyrie.
I don't even have Harden as an all-star. Like that shit that he did in Houston counts.
I know
that shit he did in Houston counts.
It do,
like,
but what
he was trash for a solid month, like, on purpose.
His trash was still league average, and then he went to Brooklyn and turned it up. This man's averaging.
He got his numbers. Like he was not good at all.
Hey,
like you saw the clips. Like that shit counts.
I hear you, and I'm seeing him now.
I'm seeing him now.
I've been seeing him since he had black and white on.
By the time the All-Star game come around, he will have played more of his games for Brooklyn than he will have for Houston, and.
I don't see this production dropping.
What he did in Houston disqualifies him as an all-star this year, as far as I'm concerned.
We're going to disagree on that one. Ken, do you have him on your list at all?
Yeah, he's on my list here.
Okay, just not a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got Bill and Jaylen Brown.
That's what I have.
Oh.
Although he paid him a little bit.
I was saying Brown a forward.
They got him as a guard.
Really?
I don't know why, but they got him as a guard.
He definitely plays the 3.
I mean, like, what does Tatum then play?
The 4.
Tatum been playing the 4?
I mean, they position.
They're playing the 4.
And on 2K, not in real life.
That was like in real life.
No, they got him. Okay. Because their big is they using Thies, and then it's Tatum, and then it's Brown, and then was Kemba and Hayward. Like
Kemba's been out, and Hayward is on the chart.
Like, the hierarchy that he's been playing, the position he's been playing has been the 4 for a while.
But
they always have
don't have what's his face.
Like
Kemba's been out, and they don't have Smart has been injured for a lot of the season too. Like Jaylen Brown's A2. Although I guess positions don't really matter at this point.
Yeah.
Regardless of such.
Either way,
Jaylen as a guard.
Jaylen Brown's been killing it.
Yeah, he's been wrong.
Like, Jaylen Brown's been their best player. Like,
yeah, that's a fact.
I got him on my fantasy team.
He's on my all-star team. He just not starting for me. Because as Tim mentioned, like Harden is running away with the fan vote, and I see why. Because shoot, I voted for him on double vote day because that nigga is hooping.
That nigga is hooping though.
That nigga is hooping. In a way I did not expect. Like he changed his game. I should have imagined that he'd be the selfless one. We talked about this a little bit before, but like, man, I like watching him play in Brooklyn. I like as much as I'd like detested the way he played in Houston at times. Like I love it in Brooklyn. Like how he changed it up. I love it.
Give it to me.
He made the most sense as the facilitator, like because he did it in Houston. Like he was doing it in Houston. So like for him to be the one that have to kind of take a step back and he can light you up for 50 at any moment he wants to is the scariest part about it.
And Kyrie is better in a scoring role than a facilitator role.
Oh, for sure.
Michael said Bill and Kyrie will start.
Okay.
And Keith said that Jaylen won't start.
Oh, no, I know he won't. Like, he's my starter.
Yeah.
We'll see because
are the Bucks making out of the second round this year? Hey, fam, you coming in here?
Lately, I like it.
Hey, I know who will. The Lakers. Let's get it. We out here.
You out here throwing up.
We out here. Laker Nation, baby.
No. Yes, they will make it out the second round this year.
We'll
I'm saying that just off because of the fact that I'm salty that you even asked me that question. Like,
they're making out the East. Fuck you mean?
We're coming. Eastern Conference Finals. But we all have the same starting forwards. We talked about this last week. It's Giannis, it's KD, and it's Embiid. Mm-hmm. That's the front court.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy.
Anybody else like an honorable mention?
No, my starters are locked in.
As far as the forwards go, nah, they ain't moving.
Like, no, them starters.
This person is also having a good.
Sabonis.
I mean, I got I got people on my bench who having a good.
So he's still in my also.
Yeah.
Okay, so who else is on your team? Let's hear y'all benches.
All right.
I can even start because I got Kyrie, I got Jaylen Brown. That's my two guards there. I got Chris Middleton, Jason Tatum, and Sabonis as my forwards. And then my wild cards. All right, I got Zach LaVine, and I got Bam Adebayo. And I got Zach on there because I was like, he is really hooping. And if I can give Bradley Beal starter credit, like I can't not Zach for being in a losing situation.
Either, like hella numbers. He put up stupid stats.
And the Bulls like splits when he is like sitting down, like when he is off the court. Oh my God! Like, but yeah, that's my team. So Ben Simmons was my close call. Like Ben is close. His numbers offensively have gone down, but defensively, like he has stepped it up. Julius Randle, Trae Young. Those are my three honorable mentions I'll give you.
Did you say Middleton?
Yeah.
Okay. Middleton,
Tatum, and Sabonis were my three forwards on the bench. And then LaVine and Adebayo were my wild cards.
Okay.
What y'all got? What y'all got?
So for my backcourt, I got Young, Kyrie, with LaVine and Brown. Well, since he's going to be considered a backcourt, well, he's my wild card. He's my forwards though, I got Sabonis, Randall, and Gordon Hayward.
What?
Gordon Hayward has been hooping.
He has been.
Like,
he has been.
I mean,
he's having a career year.
He's hooping. And Charlotte is in the playoffs, but they're number 7. Granted, everybody's like right here in the East, but
the East is kind of gross right now.
Gordon Hayward has been one of the the catalysts behind that, and it was because I had him or Middleton.
So you dropped Middleton, or is he a wild card?
No, I got Hayward over Middleton.
I disagree with that profoundly.
Not even a Bucks fan. I don't agree with that.
I disagree with that.
Wait, so Middleton isn't on your team at all, or are you just saying that Hayward gets in before Middleton?
He's saying he's not on his team at all.
It was either Middleton or Hayward.
Wow.
Now Gordon Hayward.
Middleton be cooking, bro.
Shit. So is damn dog.
Middleton is averaging almost 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists.
And the shooting splits are like...
And shooting 51% from the field, 44% from 3, 90% from the free throw line.
Damn.
Yeah.
And he's averaging a steal a game. Those are career numbers for him. And assists, his career average for assists is 3.5.
All right, you convinced me. Middleton.
I was about to say, don't do that to that boy. Don't you do that to Chris Middleton. Like, Chris Middleton.
I've been arguing with Middleton for a while, man.
Until today, bro.
Right.
Hey, listen. I said what I said. All right.
And then you changed what you said.
You changed your mind. What you mean?
Okay, so didn't I say what I said then?
You trying to act tough here.
Didn't I say what I said then? Oh, okay. This has been said.
Everything's been said. Like, you on both sides of the argument right now. I don't even know what you're arguing for.
My list.
Yeah, fuck you. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, who else you got on your list?
So my bench guards are Kyrie and LaVine. Bench forwards, Middleton, Tatum, Bam. Wild cards, Hayward and Vucevic.
Vuce has been hooping.
Yeah, and like there's nobody on his team right now. Like even the rookie, Cole Anthony is out now for a couple until at least the All-Star break.
I wonder if they'll trade him.
Gordon is out. Jonathan Isaac is out. Fournier is out. Fultz is out. MCW is out. Like they're playing a G League team in Vucevic, and like any success that they have is because of that man.
And they still right there within the playoff race because everybody's right.
Yeah, they all bunched up. I just want to say real quick, Keith in the comments said that Middleton don't get the credit he deserves.
Off the
He don't. And then Michael also added that was a serious question because the Celtics, Nets, Sixers, and Miami might say differently about the Bucks making it out the second round.
Miami,
they worse than us. What are you talking about? The only team that's better than us is the Sixers. All them other niggas is trash. We'll tell you tonight.
So the Nets is trash?
All them other niggas is trash.
Oh.
At one point, they can't defend no damn body. We're going to be in the shootout. Shootouts.
I'm not gonna call the Nets trash, but I will say I think the Bucks could beat them in a 7-game series.
We're number 2.
I'm gonna call the Bucks trash. I'm gonna call the Nets trash.
Oh, you too?
We're number 2.
Trash. Trash?
Oh,
Over. Come on.
Lakers are watching the Bucks. No better.
Are they better than us right now?
Who's better?
The Nets trash.
Who's better right now? The Nets.
Okay.
And Nets are a better team.
He don't believe that. Look at him stuttering and shit.
Right now, at this moment, the Nets are a better team. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Only like holidays and health protocols. Like other than that, no.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. We got a whole season to go.
He got a point. Ken, did we hear your team yet? Your East?
No, East. I have Kyrie and Harden. Middleton, Tatum, and Bam.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna take. No, I'll keep Bam. Wild cards: Julius Randle and Zach LaVine.
I really wanted to put Julius Randle on my team, and I almost did over Sabonis.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like,
but they got New York looking nice.
He does look nice. Like, I can't front on Julius Randle at all. He's having a great season.
Former Laker. I seen glimpses of him
go early.
So wait, just real quick. None of y'all had Ben Simmons on y'all team.
No. Yeah, like below 15 points.
He averaged like 14.
Like 14.
Yeah. 15 points.
Okay.
It's Embiid hooping.
Hey, he took a lesser role so that Embiid could shine. Like he's doing his part. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing too. Yeah, he's doing what he's supposed to be.
They look nice.
Oh, sorry, his 42 last night bumped him over 15, so he's at 15.2.
Barely.
Is that Curry over there hooping?
Keith also said like trash. The Nets ain't trash. Just to throw it back out there. But in the West, who are your starting guards?
I got Dame and Curry.
There you have.
I got Steph and Luka.
I got Dame and Curry.
And I wanted to do Dame. I was like debating between Dame and Luka, like who should be starting on my team. But I just ended up giving Luka the edge because of the assist and rebounds. Like,
I don't know, Dame damn near averaging 30.
I know, and he's doing it without CJ.
Damn near 30.
CJ's averaging like 23 or something like that?
No, CJ was averaging like 27 when he got
he was there. He was like at 27, 28, bro.
He would have been an all-star.
Dame averaging 30. That shit crazy.
Yeah. I feel Dame's he's my first reserve. He's on my bench, but I got Luka starting.
Okay. Hey, you can't argue. That's all right.
Who are y'all starting forwards? Or front court, I should say.
And he got hurt. It made it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's Joker, LeBron, and Kawhi.
Same
for me too.
Yeah, the front courts on both the East and the West were pretty easy for me to figure out. So I was like, okay.
Jokic just that motherfucker cold.
Yeah,
I've been a fan of Joker for a minute. Hey man, that motherfucker cold.
Yeah, for sure. All right, benches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I still don't have my wild cards. I don't know. My problem with selecting my wild cards in the West is like I feel like a lot of them are on the same level, and I can't really differentiate between them. Like it's hard for me to decide. So I'm gonna let y'all go first because I need to think about this still.
Paul George is still considered a 2, isn't he?
He's a 4. He's front court.
Oh, he is front court. Okay, cool.
Fuck him.
Because
I know they be flip flopping between him being a 2. Sometimes, like,
let me get myself back for a minute. Like the position designations are dumb. Like especially the way that basketball's played now. Like you got guards, you got wings, and you got bigs. Like trying to differentiate between like a 2 and a 3 is like almost pointless. Like it's interchangeable. Like you just got a 6'6" dude that can defend multiple positions. Like that's what a 2 and a 3 are these days.
Wing
like
players.
Yeah,
right.
You're definitely right.
And honestly, some teams even play 3 wings, 1 big, 1 guard. Like whatever. That's my soapbox. So I think that like forwards, like 2s and 3s should count as forwards or guards. Like it should just swing.
Just because they wing, just change it to wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
right.
on your bench.
I got Doncic and Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got Paul George, Zion, and Davis. With the wild cards being Gobert and Booker.
Okay.
Yeah, so my backup backcourt, Luka and Mitchell. Backup forwards, AD, Gobert, Zion, wild cards, Fox, and PG.
Who'd you say before PG?
Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
Yeah.
My man's just, he got that contract, he got that money. Let me show you what I'm doing.
Fake Eric is he hooping this year.
So my backups are Luka and CJ McCollum.
He hurt.
Oh shit, he is
He ain't
hurt.
played.
Yeah, my bad.
He played like a month almost.
Hey, that
A long time ago.
what happened? Hold on.
What about the rest of them?
Yeah. So then I got I still got AD even though he hurt.
He earned that spot. That spot, regardless.
Brandon Ingram, Zion, and
You ain't got Paul George at all on your list, dude.
No, I told you, no. It's always fuck Paul George, bro. Fuck Paul George. He ain't gonna be on my list. I don't care. He can average 50 points in the season. He ain't gonna be on my list. Fuck him.
Give context. Why is it fuck Paul George on site?
Because of what he was supposed to come to LA and he gave all our hopes up and then went to the Clippers. Fuck him. That's why. That's why it's always fucking me off.
Are you talking about? Well, yeah, okay.
Michael said the starters should be the Lakers starters. Come on now.
There you go.
People don't like Lakers.
We don't like
They out here speaking preaching out here. He preaching out here.
They gonna be in Bold and Ken.
Right, like Ken got back up now.
Right.
Let's go.
He got Calvary.
The same gibberish that Ken be spitting. Nonsensical
Hey,
gibberish.
relax, sir. Relax.
Nonsensical. How y'all talking about all 5 starters in the West and Utah over there?
Utah ain't got no starters in my book.
I was about to say, like, you didn't pick a single jazz player to be a starter.
You said what?
You didn't pick a single jazz player to be a starter.
I'm saying they shouldn't even be. How did they gonna have? They ain't even first in the West is my argument. So stop cutting me down, Eric. Have my back. He got enough Lakers over there. Shut your ass up.
Hey, you was wrong though, man.
You was wrong. Have my back. We gonna walk you out. They got all them LA niggas over there. You still over here on me? Nah, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Fuck them. We over here banging. Hey. No, I'm just playing. I'm kidding. I'm not, but I'm playing.
I'm down.
I'm for real,
Hey,
but I'm
fuck
playing.
them. Like I said, that's where we at.
But I'm playing. Okay. I think I got my team. Wait, Ken, did you say your full team yet? Did you replace CJ?
I did not. I'm going to replace CJ with Donovan Mitchell.
You went AOL to tell us Donovan Mitchell?
Oh, that was me. My bad. Donovan Mitchell.
Brought back flashbacks with that song when you hear
I had Mitchell. My bad.
Okay, so my backcourt guards are going to be Dame Dollar and Donovan Mitchell. My forwards are going to be AD, Paul George, and Rudy Gobert. I'm going to make my wild cards Zion and De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, so we got the same
That's
team.
what I'm going to do. Oh, do we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So I'll even help you out, Camille. So like because AD is hurt, you got to pick an injury replacement. Who'd you leave off?
Do I get to?
I thought you had like another person that you were like, damn, I'm deciding between these two, like for the last spot.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to give DeMar DeRozan some credit. Like, I was really considering making him one of my wild cards because DeMar DeRozan is the perfect vet for that team. And his game has just been really, really good. Like, he should be just, and at least in the conversation, like, he's earned that. He's earned that.
Yeah, not mad at that at all.
Fair enough.
And also Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, I was thinking about him as a wild card because, man, he's taking another leap. Like, he just he just keeps improving, and it's beautiful to watch. It's beautiful to watch.
Jeremy Grant been hooping too. Grant is with Detroit, but he been hooping.
Oh yeah, he's doing what he wanted to do.
I mean, hasn't translated to team success, but like he getting this shit off.
Yeah.
I mean, because nobody really consider him like a scorer like that. Like everybody, like, oh, Jeremy Grant a good defensive player. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, he these buckets.
And we knew on top of that too, like he wanted to play for a black coach in a black city with a black GM, and Detroit nailed all of that. So you got that too.
That's fair.
We kind of touched on this a little bit, but I just wanted to bring back the point that Kyrie Irving actually officially went on the record and let us know that he told James Harden, quote, "You're the point guard and I'm going to play shooting guard." Like, he just said, like, 4 days ago, he went to James Harden and was like, "You the point guard, I'm shooting guard." Like, that matter of factly. Like, he said it wasn't a big conversation. James was already doing that pretty much. So it made my job a little bit easier to be like, I'll just go shoot.
I'll play off ball.
Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do.
This is perfect.
They've been doing 35, 40-point games and shit.
Let me tell you, I did not expect that curveball. I did not expect Kyrie to be all like, yeah, like, this is perfect. Like, I didn't expect him. He's playing very efficiently this season, too. Like, I think he's even shooting over 40% from three, which surprised me because Kyrie's never been super consistent in that area. Like, he's hooping.
I feel like Kyrie is going to be, just because his antics now that a lot of people kind of question, that he'll be one of those players you forget to just take in what kind of player he is.
Like how great he actually is.
Dude is ridiculous still. Like, he's a ridiculous fucking player, dog. And he'll probably be one of those players that everybody later in his career like, man, damn, maybe we could have appreciated a little bit better because they're more so concerned with his off-court shit than his actual on-court talent.
Yeah, he's 54 and 90.
Yeah.
Like, solidly, too. 53 from the field, 44 from three, 91, well, almost 92 from free throw.
Damn.
28 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, almost 6 assists.
Balling.
Well, actually, I take that back. Jaylen Brown's not my starter. I just wanted to show Jaylen Brown some love, but yeah, no, Kyrie doing the shit.
No, he definitely deserves it.
Yeah, like,
he deserves it.
I hope at one point we kind of start giving Kyrie a little bit more. Like, people respect Kyrie, they do. Like, his game, like, nobody questions what he can do on the court. It's just more so like, I don't know, like.
And I think part of it though is like he, agitated for his own team, and then that blew up completely in his face. And like now he's back to being like, second, third option, which is more in line with like what he should be. You know what I mean? Like he maximizes like not being. You maximize Kyrie with him not being like your everything. Like if he can just be like your dedicated scorer or like your dedicated shooter, whatever. Like having a defined role for him, which is just go get buckets. Like that helps him. Like as opposed to everything runs through Kyrie. Like I don't think he'd go for that. Which isn't a knock. Like it's just like certain players are good at certain things,
and you need help them to. Yeah, and they got everything they need offensively.
Know your personnel.
They signed Roberson, so they're trying to get some defense.
Yeah, they signed him to.
So they got a little defense, but
I like that pickup.
Assuming he's healthy.
Assuming he's healthy for sure, but I like.
Which I mean, like he's healthy, like he's recovered from the injury, but like I don't know where he's at, like compared to prime Roberson, which is a weird sentence to say.
I mean,
for everybody got a prime.
Like defensive monster, dog. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like he was crazy on defense, like when he was healthy before, but like after the injury, like he was out for almost 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know where he's at, like in terms of like percentage wise from where he was at before.
Yeah, but if he's healthy, like that's a great pickup.
Great pickup.
So the Buccaneers, Super Bowl champs, they beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs didn't score a touchdown against the Buccaneers.
Damn touchdown. Damn shame.
Not a touchdown.
Grown ass man can't cross the goal line. Damn shame.
It is a shame.
In the Super Bowl.
Shame. In the Super Bowl, the biggest game of the year. Well, the Buccaneers at their parade, they had a boat parade.
Tom was lit.
Don't it? And Tom Brady ended up going viral. Not only for how drunk he was, because that man was...
He was smacked, bro.
He tossed the Lombardi trophy from his boat to another boat. And again, he mentioned the fact that he was really drunk. Like, he said he had a lot of tequila.
I'm glad they caught that mug.
I am so glad they caught it too.
No.
I was like, fuck it, I got spares. Like, it don't matter.
Right.
Like, he don't care about them no more.
Borrow one of mine.
He's probably thrown them before. Like, he knows how to throw it because when he be at home, he got so many. He just, this is his practice one.
No, bro. His daughter was on the boat screaming, no!
I would have been screaming no too. Like, you see all the bad playing. Like Dr. Strange, like, you sitting there like, I see all the possibilities, and you only got one shot at this. You got one shot. Do y'all think he was out of line for throwing the trophy though?
I think it's his.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not just his though; it's the teams.
Yeah, it is the teams, but I don't feel like
it's mainly the defenses. But
let me put it this way: like, he can afford to buy another one, the rich motherfucker.
Well, he can afford the replacement trophy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just a trophy. Like, you can pay to get a trophy replaced. Like,
but for some people, it's the respect of it being the Lombardi trophy.
Well, I'm guessing that you ain't going to agree with what's her name, Lorraine. Lorraine had a problem with Tom Brady throwing this trophy. Okay, Lorraine said that her daddy, Greg, is the one who made the Lombardi trophy. Okay, he was one of the people who crafted that, that trophy.
Like the one that they gave him, or like he just designed the first one?
He designed the first one. So she has the utmost respect for this trophy, given the fact that her daddy is the one who made that vision realistic. Okay. She said this. I'm gonna tell y'all what Lorraine said. And
Lorraine Lombardi.
No, her name is Lorraine Groans, I believe. Grows.
Related to Lombardis.
She ain't related to Lombardi. Her daddy worked for the company that made the first trophy. Okay. Ain't no relation. Her daddy made the trophy design.
Just clarifying if the Lombardis was involved at all.
No. She's attached.
Just his name is on the trophy.
Yeah, okay. She's attached to the design of this trophy. Okay. Okay. Lorraine said the following. It just upsets me that this trophy was disgraced and disrespected by being thrown as if it were a real football. Lorraine also said, I have a big history of this trophy being made by my father, and it's such an honor, and I know all the craftsmen that made it when my dad was there, also at Tiffany's, and it takes a lot of hard work. She also said, this is the last thing I'm going to give Lorraine credit for. This is the last thing you get, Lorraine, because this is her grand finale, okay?
Peace to Lorraine.
I didn't sleep for the past 2 nights because
bro, if she don't...
I was trying to get through it seriously.
You didn't sleep. Thank God she ain't on the show. Goddamn.
He didn't sleep for 2 nights.
You didn't sleep for 2 nights.
He was that hurt.
Okay, wait. She has more to say. She has more to say. Hold on.
Let you finish.
I didn't sleep for the past 2 nights because of this. I was that upset because I know the passion that goes into this trophy and how my dad and all his fellow silversmiths are so proud to make this.
Like, who went and interviewed this woman? I've never heard
of a podcast.
Who saw her?
She got a podcast?
She was on a podcast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Hey, one thing, though. How angry she is, it made it sound like Tom Brady is black, first of all. Second of all, thank God it wasn't one of the black players.
Oh no, they would have like he pissed on the flag if it was a black.
Man, it would have been a travesty, bro. He would have been a terrorist, all types of shit.
That's a fact.
It's just wild.
No, I don't get back to answer your question, Camille. No, I don't give a fuck about that damn trophy. Like it's like they buy one every year. Like it's not like it's just a sacred trophy that gets passed from team to team and you take delicate care of it. Like it's a purchase. Like yes, it represents it, but like the replacement one would also represent the championship that they won.
It doesn't take away from you.
They be doing to that trophy behind.
And actually, I think that they have multiple ones. Like one goes to like the organization headquarters, and then one like floats around the ether. Like I don't give a shit. I don't care.
This ain't the Stanley Cup, Tim. Like
it's a bunch of motherfuckers niggas.
This don't get passed around like the Stanley Cup though. Like the Stanley Cup is like a
cup literally gets passed around. Like they be
like literally like.
Mm-hmm. You think they ain't just let the Lombardi trophy just kind of float around for a little bit before they put it up?
And do what with it, Tim?
I mean,
what you gonna do with a trophy that shape?
I want to hold the trophy. I want to take the trophy. I want to have the trophy here. I want to put the trophy there. Can I see the trophy? You thinking they just finna give it to one person only and then put it up and they not go let the players touch the trophy or have the trophy at all? Period. Didn't think so.
Get it on the trophy.
I lost the point, and I lost the point while you were talking.
That's all right.
I'm gonna give you. But yeah, Lorraine's upset. Lorraine, it's a trophy, fam. You'll be all right. You will.
Lorraine needs to relax.
Please, big Karen
Way
energy
more
for
other stuff
Lorraine.
to worry about in this world right now than you worried about. Then you not sleeping over a trophy.
Like, you really acted like Tom Brady went and like spit on her dad's grave, like
or something. Yeah, just like he did a huge fuck you or something. Like, come on, man.
Like,
I mean, she respect the hustle and the craft that goes into it.
I mean, I get that, but they also get compensated for that. It's not like, they just make this out of labor of love. Like,
and like you in like a sweatshop and you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get paid for this. Like, this isn't,
You let a game that much?
And you work for Tiffany's. Like, I'm sure you were very well compensated for it, too. Like,
yeah, for sure.
This is fair.
Before we go on, do want to pay respects to Vincent Jackson, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver, since we're talking about the Buccaneers. They found him passed away in a Florida hotel room. At the moment of this recording, we're still not sure of all the details with that, but just rest in peace to that young man, 38 years old.
yeah.
It feels like it's one every week, at least.
I used to like Vincent Jackson a lot, too.
Yeah. He won me some fantasy championships. Not gonna lie. Vincent Jackson won me some championships.
Yeah, especially them San Diego years.
Mm-hmm.
Phil Rivers, love that man.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man. Injury news, just, stuff that's happened. We'll group them all in that way, okay?
Okay.
So, the Steelers center, Marquise Pouncey, and his twin brother, Mike Pouncey, of the Chargers, have retired.
I don't mean no disrespect to twins, but twins are like. I'm gonna leave my comment to myself. I can't word it the way I want to, and it's gonna sound bad. But it's just like they're really, really close. Like y'all had to retire together. Like,
yeah. They probably couldn't
go. Then one of y'all be like, "Man, I want to retire," and the other one's like, "Damn, now I got to retire too." Or like, I can't be in the NFL if you ain't in the NFL. Like, how does that conversation go? Like, I'm so curious about like.
There's a pair of twins that's like living together and saving money together too, right?
That was the Morris twins at one point.
Yeah. So like
the joint bank account,
right? And now they both in LA. Like, even if they on different teams, like they still got to be close to each other. Like,
I think they live together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they
do. They live together.
Some of them just like Hey,
I don't have a twin, so like maybe it's like just an inherent thing, and like twins, like y'all just completely attached at the hip. Even
if we have any twins listening, please chime in. Let us know if it's a twin connection that people just can't understand.
I always wish I had a twin. There's been two of me.
No,
Man, with two of you, bro, God damn.
Yeah.
No, bro.
That's a lot.
You need that.
And a lot of joy and happiness in the world. Lots of smiles. Lots of laughter.
Actually, had an evil twin.
It could have been an evil twin.
Evil
In the
twin.
reverse? Oh my God. The man could have been a Hellraiser.
Man, like
Like the Halcyons and the Morse twins. Like
the
Bring it back
Kennedy
full
twins. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. So we heard about two different NBA players that are going to be healthy scratches until their teams can either trade them or buy them out. It was publicly announced. Those players, Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond. Now, fellas, I'm sure you've all heard Draymond Green's response on this situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do y'all want to start with Draymond's comments, or do y'all want to give y'all thoughts on the situation before we hear Draymond?
I think we can talk about, what it actually means and then go into Draymond and talk about like whether it's right or wrong.
Okay. That's fair. So let's start. We're going to start with Blake or Andre.
Andre.
All right. Where you think Andre going to go? What you think's going to happen?
14 and 17 in the game or some shit like that. 17 and 14.
That's a good one.
Like,
Some people argue that Andre Drummond's stats are empty.
they've been saying that his whole career.
It's been true his whole career.
But yeah, he's still putting numbers up his whole career.
That don't make it
never
any
been on a
less
great
hollow.
team.
Like,
I mean, all of his teams have been trash. Every single one of them.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, we never really saw him on a great team. And Eric's saying, like, well, duh, because they were Andre Drummond's teams.
Right, but
It's chicken and the egg here. Like, which one is
it's
it?
like you can't say that when the vacuum is that he has trash ass teammates the whole time. So you don't really.
I'm saying, like, he doesn't elevate anything. Like, yeah, somebody got to be there to get rebounds. And if you get enough offensive rebounds, like, you're going to get putbacks, which allows you to score. But, like, his deficiencies are also contribute to the reason why his teams have been trashed.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
So, yes, he puts up numbers. Like, he rebounds the hell out of the ball. But that might be, at the sake of rim protection or, being in the correct position defensively to, like on the shots that don't happen to miss, like he's the reason why they go in. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I hear you.
So that's where, like, large rebounding numbers can, like, not necessarily be an indication that you're playing poorly, but it doesn't say that, like you're affecting winning in that way. And, like, yeah, he scores points, but there are a lot of garbage points. And, like, when he has to be part of the actual offense, like, kind of short circuits what they're doing, like, because he's a decent enough passer, but he can't shoot from the outside. Mm-hmm. He can't really create his own shot. Like, he's a negative in certain ways and a positive in others, but, like, the negatives outweigh the positives.
Okay.
No, that's valid. Because that's been the same thing his entire career. That's valid. I agree with you. But
which isn't to say, like, he can't be good in a certain role. Like, I think that put him on, like, that Brooklyn, like, if he gets bought out, put him on that Brooklyn team, like, he helps them because of what they don't have on their roster right now. Like, he's better than what they have, including DJ.
And and he doesn't he won't have to try to do too much because he will literally be there to just play that role of rebound and defend, which he is best at.
Yeah. And at that point, like, if he gets bought out, he's not going to be like making $20+ million a year, which allows you to play other players. But if you're paying Andre Drummond that much, like, you're putting a ceiling on how good your team can be, as we've seen the last 8 years or however long you're in the league.
But who's the team that is in dire need of rebounding outside of Brooklyn?
I mean, Toronto was in talks with him.
Yeah.
Although, like, that doesn't make any sense from a trade perspective because I'm assuming they're not giving up any of their actual good players, and then they don't have the salaries to match. So,
plus they got Chris, what's his name, Bucher over there.
Bucher.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know I don't want him to go to Brooklyn. Don't do that. Okay? Please don't do that.
I can see him in Boston.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
So, like, they would trade Tristan Thompson.
Tristan Thompson go back to Cleveland.
Right.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I don't see any team wanting to like give up actual assets to acquire him, unless they're trying to get off of some bad contract that they have that goes for longer years, because he's an expiring contract this year.
$20+ million expiring contract.
Yes, that's tough. That's tough. What about Blake though?
Blake is going to have to get bought out because nobody's taking on $30+ million. I think it's 37 this year, and then a player option for 39 next year.
Yeah, it's like 70 mil left total on his contract.
So, again, like unless somebody like there, like I wouldn't if I, you know, you got John Wall, you got Russell Westbrook, you got Andrew Wiggins, D'Angelo Russell. Like those are the guys that are like getting big money that you may not necessarily want long term, but I would take all four of those dudes over Blake Griffin in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Even though his contract is shorter than all of them.
So if he's bought out?
I mean,
very expensive buyout, but
the Bucks have played the Pistons enough to where it's like I've seen more Blake Griffin than I care to. Like he's not like
not the same.
He can still do some things good, but like he can't move.
He's a liability on defense. He just gets attacked.
Yeah, and like he can't jump. Like he hasn't been shooting the ball that well this year, but that can be corrected, I guess.
And all he do is shoot the ball.
Yeah. But like he's still smart. He can still kind of facilitate a little bit. So like he can be like a good vet, big off the bench. But like thinking that you're gonna sign Blake Griffin and that's the key to unlocking something for your team is unlikely. But like again, like I can see him getting picked up to be like the Markieff Morris of somebody to come in and just like stabilize a bench unit and give you another look. But which sucks, like because it's just injuries. Like he was playing well when he got to Detroit. It's just you know he went out and that was it.
He didn't really get to be himself in Detroit. Like it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and I hope that these last few years really don't like ruin the perception of his career in its totality, because Blake in LA was must see TV. Must see TV. Lob City. Must see TV. Okay. Now we're going to hear Draymond's thoughts on the situation. He came out after his game in the press conference and was just pretty much like, I got something to say. Like, I get this off my chest. So here's what he had for him.
To watch Andre Drummond before the game sit on the sideline, then go to the bat, and then come out in street clothes because a team is going to trade him is bull. Because when James Harden asked for a trade and essentially dogged it, I don't think there was no surprise or there's no one's going to fight back that James was dogging it his last days in Houston. But he was castrated for wanting to go to a different team, and everybody destroyed that man. And yet a team can come out and say, oh, we want to trade a guy, and then that guy is to go sit. And if he doesn't stay professional, then he's a cancer, and he's not good in someone's locker room, and he's the issue. And we've seen situations of Harrison Barnes getting pulled off the bench. You know, DeMarcus Cousins finding out that he's traded in an interview after the All-Star game. And we continue to let this happen. But I got fined for stating my opinion of what I thought should happen with another player. But teams can come out and continue to say, oh, we're trading guys, we're not playing you. And yet we're to stay professional. At some point, as players, we need to be treated with the same respect and have the same rights that the team can have. Because as a player, you're the worst person in the world when you want a different situation. But a team can say they're trading you, and that man is to stay in shape. Mm-hmm. He is to stay professional. Mm-hmm. And if not, his career is on the line. Mm-hmm. At some point, this league has to protect the players from embarrassment like that. You know, we talk all of this stuff about you can't do this, you can't say that publicly. If you say that publicly, you're fine. Anthony Davis got fined, I think, $100,000 or something like that for demanding a trade publicly. But you can say Andre Drummond is getting traded publicly, and we're looking to trade him publicly, and he's to stay professional and just deal with it. But then when Kyrie Irving say, "Oh, my mental health is off," everybody go crazy about that too. Do you not think that affects someone mentally? As much as we put into this game to be great, to come out here and be in shape, to produce for fans every single night, and most importantly, to help your team win, do you think that doesn't affect someone mentally? But as players, we're told to, no, you can't say that, you can't say this, but teams can. It goes along the same lines of when everyone wants to say, "Oh, man, that young guy can't figure it out." But no one wants to say the organization can't figure it out.
I will.
At some point, the players must be respected in these situations, and it's ridiculous, and I'm sick of seeing it. Y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah. We will, Draymond. Like Tim said, we got you. That's what you got Tech File for.
Shit, I ain't hear nothing wrong. Nothing wrong.
Not at all.
It's wild though, because like you said, a lot of times, like publicly, people are like, "Oh yeah, maybe it's just the GM, or maybe it's just no." The whole fucking franchise is just ass, just ass, and it's okay to say that the franchise itself is terrible, because then maybe that'll give them a kick in the ass, and maybe maybe the public's perception, instead of it being just one guy as the organization as a whole. Cleveland finally got their shit together. It took them forever, but they finally got their shit together. It looks like,
to a certain degree.
Houston got to get their shit together, for sure. But
sports.
You said what?
I said in 2 sports. Actually, in 3 sports.
Man, like
I've been going at Houston. I'm sorry, Houston.
it's wild that, and it's like you said, it's a double standard that they don't really call that out. And I'm with him, man. Like shit, how y'all gonna say y'all finna trade him? He finna sit down, but I can't say, can you trade me? I'm gonna just sit down and chill. Like no, that's not fair. It's not.
What I heard from Draymond is essentially like, we're human beings. Like, treat us like human beings. Like, people look at like the transaction game in the NBA, like, ooh, who gonna get traded next? Oh, I want to see this player, go here. Like, it's 2 sides to everything. So, like, you want to see, Bradley Beal get traded somewhere, or let's even keep it like stuff that's actually happened, like James Harden. It's not a good example. Anyway, like, people get traded and like that uproots their lives. You know what I mean? Like that changes like what they're doing. Like, think about like in the offseason when that Bogdanovich trade like fell through. Like, that cost Ersan Ilyasova $7 million through no fault of his own. Like, but again, like, people are just like, oh, that happened, let's move on. But if a player were to do something that like completely tanked the trade, like, there would be a whole league-wide investigation. Like, how could this happen? Like, we have to make sure, like, to fix the rules to make sure that never happens again. Like you said, like, Anthony Davis can't demand a trade, but if New Orleans was going to trade him, like, against his will, like, he just got to go there and report. And like, I saw a little clip on ESPN when they were talking about Draymond's, like, what we just heard from Draymond, and they were like, well, you make $25 million a year, so. It kind of comes with territory. It's like, I hate that they never bring up the fact that how much revenue are these teams bringing in? How much money is this owner making that they can afford to play a Draymond Green $25 million a year? Like, you only talk about the economics when it comes to these players. Like, these players aren't the only people making money off of the NBA. And when you look at it, they're not even making the majority of the money off the NBA. Mm-hmm. So,
nope.
Yeah, like we do, and it's not just the media, like, it's fans too. Like, fans always take the side of ownership when it's a dispute between ownership and labor. I mean, ownership and labor, ownership and the players. Like, no, like, hold both sides to the same standards that, like, that you have. Like, there shouldn't be one set of rules for the players, one set of rules for ownership.
Right.
Organization or league or whatever.
I don't disagree at all. And sorry, one last thing. It's weird to me, like,
how far we've come, like since the decision, essentially. Because like now you have players like Giannis and Bradley Beal who are getting killed for like wanting to stay with their original teams.
Yeah. Like everybody wants.
What's he doing? That's stupid. Like, why don't you go join the team that actually has a chance of winning? Or like, why don't you team up with X, Y, and Z? Like,
everything is you need to win now. Everything is instant. So in order for you to be considered a great or considered a quick GOAT or anything like that, or considered some type of success, you have to win today. If you don't win today, you are trash. Like I said, I always said it about Milwaukee's success recently. Our recent success, like we went from nothing to, then we had a really good season with first year with Bud, best team in the NBA. That was our first year at the Eastern Conference Finals. That was the first year we really were really, really, really good.
It's the first year in 20 seasons that they made it out of the first round. Like you gotta walk before you run.
So then the next year we get bounced in the second round, and all of a sudden it's just right. But I'm just saying, like we've only literally been relevant for 2 years, and all of a sudden, it's like
we can't win. It's a lost cause.
Like, it's weird. Like, you need to win today. And that's why a lot of people feel like players should move on to another team. Oh, y'all can win this year if you win over there. Like, it don't always got to be this year.
Again, why LeBron is a GOAT. Why he has changed basketball. Because this is why it's so much more commonplace. Like, it's like Eric said, he's changed the way fans think about the game. Like, that's crazy to really think about.
Which is fine for LeBron. Like, I'm happy that he did that. Sorry, like, one last point.
Oh.
Like, I'm happy that he did that. It's just, like, allow players to kind of, like, chart their own destiny. Like, if somebody wants to team up with their friends and go play, that's well within their rights. If somebody said, like, I want to build this on my own, like, I want to do this by myself, like, that should be their right. Like, calling people, like, criticizing people for making choices about their own individual careers, like, I don't get with that.
That's fair.
I hear you. So NBA injuries. New York Knicks center Mitchell Robinson is going to undergo surgery on his fractured right hand, and he's going to miss about 4 to 6 weeks. It's a big blow to the Knicks. He was having a pretty good season for him. We've kind of touched on this a little bit, but Anthony Davis, he's going to be reevaluated in 2 to 3 weeks after re-aggravating his calf strain. That's what they're saying. I thought it was his Achilles.
Not my Achilles.
Like this kind
of reminded me of like when KD like tried to rush back in the finals and then towards the Achilles. So I hope that they are super cautious because it was the same thing. Like he got hurt, he came back and then hurt himself. They weren't really specific about like what the injury was. They were saying, it's just like it's his calf, it's his ankle, it's his Achilles. Like it was just sore and tender and like so. Yeah, like be cautious, like bringing him back. Like and it's the Lakers, like they're gonna be there at the end. So like if he needs to take a month and a half, 2 months, like off,
they gonna be all right.
Huh?
They gonna be all right with him off like 2 months.
You haven't been watching Lakers, right? You couldn't have been watching the Lakers. We'd be all right. We'll be fine. LeBron got us. We'll be all right.
I see Cool's out here trying to punch on people.
Hey, bro. He stepped his game up. He being more aggressive. He not trigger happy. He been out here. He got to work on his defense though. He be getting it on defense. He get there.
But he got in the playoffs. He gonna get trigger happy again.
You already. He gonna get excited.
He'll start pulling from half court again and shit. Like, bro, what's Cool's doing?
You said pulling from half court again. Like he was on that like regularly, like pulling from half court.
I think last year he hit a shot that he was damn near half court.
Yeah, he was there. He did it in the bubble.
He was in the bubble, like he was pulling. It was one game. I was like, bro, why is he shooting like this?
He never has the green light, but he shoot that motherfucker.
Like yellow?
Huh?
So it might be yellow. He still be going through it. He don't care.
Still do. You don't mean go.
I think it's smart what the Lakers are planning to do is just take it slow with AD.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, if y'all need Achilles, let me know.
You gonna give yours up for him?
I got a spare one.
You got Minnesota guard D'Angelo Russell. He's gonna actually have surgery to remove a loose body that was in his left knee. he's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks as well.
They trying to get the number 1 pick again next year?
They better hope it's top 3, because if it's not, it's going to Golden State.
They like 7-22 or some shit. Like they're the worst team in the league right now currently.
Could you imagine Golden State if they get the number? If they get the top 3 draft pick?
Yeah, they're not even guaranteed. Like even if they finish with the worst record, like they're guaranteed a top 5 pick. That's it. But if it's 4 or 5, like it goes to Golden State.
Wow. Can you imagine if the Warriors get a top 5 draft pick in this upcoming draft?
That's ridiculous.
Like this draft is supposedly stacked.
Yeah.
So
I don't get why when people were like, man, Minnesota won that trade. I'm like, Wiggins and Russell is damn near a wash. And you giving them a top 5 pick, a top 5 Minnesota pick? Yeah.
Look, Golden State might have it. That's rough. That's tough. Okay. But kind of touching on the draft, Duke forward Jalen Johnson, he told the team, like, hey, I'm going to just sit the rest of this season out. I'm just going to get ready for the draft coming up.
We trash anyway.
Come on. Nah, they are, though. Like, Duke is not looking like Duke. Like, Duke's looking like.
That's why the coach had made the comment at the beginning of the year. I don't even know what we playing. It's Corona. If they was winning, he wouldn't have been saying shit about no Corona.
He saw that team in training camp. He was like,
Don't feel right. This ain't the year.
You sure you want to play? Y'all want to play for sure?
I mean, congrats to Jalen Johnson. He was here for a minute too at Nicolay.
Yeah, he's from the area. He went to Nicolay
originally, and then he came here for Nicolay for a year or 2.
So I'm gonna claim him. Like, Milwaukee, we got him. We got Jalen Johnson. So
Southern Wisconsin.
Yeah, there are people who are upset with his decision, saying that he's quitting on his team. But look, we knew he was there for. He was only there for a season, anyways. Y'all ain't gonna win nothing. Y'all a fringe team at the moment. So.
Y'all been watching. Y'all know how bad y'all are. Y'all know y'all need him.
Yeah, I've been watching.
Why y'all want him to take that risk?
Because they want to finish out strong for the team.
The team ain't going nowhere.
I hate that argument too, because like I've seen people on Twitter where like they're projecting their feelings onto his teammates. Like, well, if I was his teammate, I would feel like he's quitting on us, and like that just shows poor character and blah blah blah. It's like his teammates know him way better than you do, so like you can't speak to how they feel about his decision.
He may have been talking to him already and everything. Like,
they probably was like, man, do what you got to do. What you mean?
Right,
that typically is the case for like teammates, like when contract stuff comes up in like the pros, like they was like, hey, do what's best for you. Yeah. Money, like
just cheer for him next year. That's all.
Yeah.
You still from Duke?
I mean, if anything, open them up more playing time and more touches for all of them. So.
Yeah.
So, hey, we a player-friendly pod. We put the players
Absolutely.
first. We here for you, Jalen. We support this decision, man. Go and get your training on. Training on. Last thing I'm going to ask y'all before we move into the blow the whistle topic or segment of the show. Did any of y'all watch NXT Vengeance Day?
I did not.
I did.
Tim saying yeah. They saying yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Noman had it on. My husband had it on. I wasn't really watching it. So, is it actually worth watching the pay-per-view?
It's NXT. I mean, I'm not saying that it was like a classic NXT takeover, but it was still some good matches. Like,
you can be honest. You ain't got to just say everything NXT put out is worth watching.
Yeah.
Is it worth watching?
It is. It is.
Okay. Eric, what do you think?
It was like it was an NXT takeover. Like it wasn't like I feel like I'm about to just repeat what Tim said. Like so, yeah. It was run of the mill NXT takeover. So if you're usually entertained by NXT takeovers, you're going to be entertained by this.
Nothing and they're always fire. So
like nothing too noteworthy happened, but it was also worth watching. Like
your initial tone was sounding real unsure about it, so that's why I had to ask, because you were sitting there like,
it was cool. It was cool, but it wasn't like, man, y'all really got to watch NXT. You know what I mean? Like,
Like, because NXT.
If you want to sit and watch some decent wrestling, like go watch NXT Takeover. If you got better shit to do,
I could miss this one. I feel like I could miss this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I feel like I could miss this one.
Watch the championship match.
Okay, that's fair.
See, like I enjoyed it by the end, but like it took a while to get started. And like I know that was the story that they were telling, but Matt grappling, like that ain't really my bag. So it's like hit somebody, got it. Like I don't need to punching on his wrist. Like it's a great wrist lock, but I could. But I need more of that.
Turning his head in his headlock.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, you're gonna say
storytelling perspective, like it makes sense. It just wasn't exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. I saw and then the ending when Finn Balor and all them and
Adam Cole, baby.
That's my dude. He a best. Adam Cole is a beast.
Baby.
About theme music, Undisputed Era.
I think
I might change that to Sasha Banks. Not Sasha. Bianca Belair though.
Oh, you like Bianca Belair theme music that much?
I like it a lot.
Okay, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's interesting. Okay. I feel you. All right, Eric, you still got your blow the whistle? You still ready to do this? All right, let's go on and blow the whistle then.
All right, now that's enough out of you. You know what? Tee his ass up.
All right, Eric, what you got?
So my blow the whistle is on the NBA. Last week, it came out that the Dallas Mavericks had stopped playing the national anthem prior to their games. And apparently they hadn't been playing it all season for whatever reason, like somebody just noticed or whatever. And they asked Mark Cuban about it, and he was like, yeah, no, we're not playing it anymore. So within a day, the NBA put out a press release saying that with NBA players now in the process of welcoming fans back to the arenas, all teams will play the national anthem in keeping with the long-standing league policy. If that's your league policy, then you need a new league policy. Like forced patriotism kind of defeats the point of it. Like, and now like so much involved with the playing of the national anthem and what you choose to do while it's playing has become so politicized. Like, what is the point? Like, there's nothing else that you play the national anthem before, like in the private sector, like before doing it. Like, I don't know why that became a thing. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but I think it's time to move away from that because it's gone so far away from what the national anthem was intended to be and like what it was intended to represent. Like now everybody has like their opinion on like, you should stand, you should kneel, you should sit, you should do this, you should do that. Like if y'all are really interested in bringing the country together, which is apparently like the new talking point for everything, like maybe get away from the things that are inherently divisive. And you can't just like ram through the fact that, so like, I'm not saying like you shouldn't play it or you should. I'm saying like each individual should have the opportunity to decide for themselves. Like, I don't want to be a part of this or I do want to be a part of this. And by this, I just mean like the fake patriotism that is displayed at sporting events.
I don't have no argument with that. Anyone else got something they want to get off their chest?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
All right. Let's blow the whistle on them then. All right. Tech Top 5 time then.
Tech
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Tech Top 5.
I don't know. You weird, man. So last week's Tech Top 5, we did that as a holiday episode, so we had a draft. And the draft was Black Romance movies. Eric was the winner of that, so shout out to you, sir.
Gang.
Gang. This week, we are looking at the best Black wrestlers of all time. Tim, go on ahead. And then you even got it. Trust me, your honorable mention, I'm ready to talk about that man.
Oh, really?
He on my list.
So number 5, I have Mark Henry. Somebody gonna get their ass kicked.
Why Mark?
You got 3-6 Mafia theme song. I'm just saying. He was the world's strongest man. Mark Henry was around for a while. He was trying to help usher in a couple other young wrestlers too. He's been WWE for a minute though. Mark Henry's been I want to say he's been a big pillar for black wrestlers, I guess, for a while as well. But yeah, Henry's always been one of my favorite heavyweights as well. Love this character. Love the hand with was it Fabulous Moolah? Moolah had the hand, baby.
You lose points in my book for that, man.
No, it was whoa. Like, Mark Henry has some characters. He had his time, and he had a couple championship runs too. And you know, at the time he was getting them, I was like, bro, can Mark Henry just retire now? But at the same time, he still ended up getting his runs, and he was dope. Number 4. I have Miss Sasha Banks. Miss Sasha Banks to me is probably the best black female wrestler that we've had. But she has she's broken through a couple glass ceilings by main event pay-per-views and things of that nature, but she's also still growing and getting better because she's still not that old. She's still young, so she has a whole career in front of her. Number 3, I have Mr. Ron Simmons, a.k.a. Farouk.
Farouk.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Number 2, I got Mr. Booker T.
Tell me.
He did not.
Just say that.
And number 1, I got, if you smell, Mr. Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
All right.
I'm gonna shake the table a little bit with my list. And just to give a little background, like I only went with people that I've actually seen wrestle before. Like I can't speak to your Bobo Brazils and your Ernie Lads and Junkyard Dog. Like I wasn't around for their runs. Like I know that they were influential and important to wrestling history and especially black wrestler history, but I can't speak to who they were or what they did. So I wouldn't know where to rank them. So with that in mind, number 5, I got Kofi Kingston.
Kofi!
Like he is one of the most decorated champions, period, in the history of WWE. Like 1-time WWE champion, 4-time Intercontinental, 3 times US champion, 5 times Raw Tag Team, 7 times SmackDown Tag Team, and 1-time World Tag Team Champion.
It's 21. 21 of them things.
Yeah. Beast.
He's a Triple Crown winner. I mean, he's Mr. Royal Rumble, even though he never won the match. Like, part of the New Day, which is one of the most successful tag teams in the history of wrestling. Like, hosted WrestleMania, which isn't really a thing, but that just shows you like how popular they were at the time. Like they transcended the tag team division.
Selling cereal.
Yeah.
Bootios.
Getting it, man.
Booty.
Cheeks.
All of them.
So yeah, I just wanted to give Kofi his flowers. 4, I got Ron Simmons, the first black world heavyweight champion. Farouk. 3, Booker T, 5 times. Number 2, Sasha Banks.
Sasha.
Like Tim, you said one of the greatest black female wrestlers. No, she's the greatest black woman. I mean, Bianca come in, but like again, decorated. Like she was an NXT champion. She's a 5-time Raw Women's Champion, 1-time SmackDown Women's Champion, 2-time Women's Tag Team Champion. Like she's part of the 4 horsewomen who, again, revolutionized women's wrestling within WWE. Like she's important. Like, and she's a fucking star. Like that triple threat with her, Becky, and Charlotte. Like it didn't main event Mania, but it should have. Like it was definitely the best match of the night. It was definitely the one that most people were looking most forward to. Like. Yeah, Sasha is that shape. And number 1 is obviously The Rock. There's
no question in The Rock spot on this list. All right, so my number 5. So to Eric's point about not being able to watch, that's why I love the internet, because I am able to read a lot and learn about different histories and different wrestlers. And when I was thinking about my list, my number 5 spot was really hard to pick because I felt like there were a few wrestlers who were kind of like on the same tier to me. Like I love what they've done, but like it was hard for me to really differentiate between them. So like Kofi, Mark Henry, I was like, I want to, but I don't know what sets them apart. So I ended up going with Bobo Brazil for my number 5 spot because it's Black History Month, so I'm going to educate y'all real quick. Bobo Brazil is known as the Jackie Robinson of professional wrestling. Along with Edward Bearcat Wright, Bobo helped end segregation in the world of pro wrestling. But the thing with Bobo is that he ended up becoming more popular than Bearcat, who was before him. So that's why Bobo got the nod for me. Bobo went on to win 52 titles across 14 promotions and NWA regions in his 40-year career. That includes 5 heavyweight championship reigns, as well as 7 United States championship reigns. He's also, fun fact, the first ever Black person to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in wrestling history. He actually beat Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, but that reign isn't recognized by NWA due to legitimate backstage politics from that day, which is why Ron Simmons is known as the first Black NWA Heavyweight Champion. So, interesting point to put there. He was the first Black person to wrestle in a mixed race match in the state of Georgia, and he was just pretty much super popular. He was a top draw of his era, top billing almost everywhere he went. When he retired in 92, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, WWE Hall of Fame, 2 years later. So I gave Bobo my 5 spot because I couldn't really pick between some of the other like current wrestlers who I have seen. So I gave Bobo the edge because of what he meant historically to the sport of wrestling for Black people. Number 4, I got Ron Simmons. As mentioned, he is recognized as the first NWA champion, first WCW World Heavyweight Champion, one-time WCW champ, one-time WCW Tag Team champ, 3-time WWF Tag Team champ with Bradshaw, with the APA, one of my favorite tag teams. Mm-hmm. And he also led the Nation of Domination, which, what a stable that was. He helped develop The Rock. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, give that man his flowers.
Their music was cold.
Yeah. Number 3, I got Sasha Banks. Eric's already alluded to why Sasha's so cold. She got 9 title reigns already. She's doing her thing, okay? Main event, being the first woman to be in a Hell in a Cell match. She's, as Tim said, shattering ceiling. So, Sasha at 3. Booker T at number 2.
Can you dig it?
He also needs his flowers. That man is the most decorated wrestler in WCW history. Just that whole promotion, he's it. He had 21 titles there alone. So like the man is bad. I think he's had like 40 titles or something like that, 35, 40 titles over his career. Also has a wrestling school and a wrestling promotion. So like he's vital to the sport in many ways. Yeah. He got a number 1 pop song by Bad Bunny, so he gets credit for that too. Number 1, it's The Rock. He got his own TV show. He did everything in 7 years that people wish they could do in 20, 30, 40 years in the business. And he got out quick enough to not like be maimed by the sport physically, which is a win in itself. Ken.
There you have it.
So my top 5, at 5 I have Sasha Banks for all the reasons mentioned already. Bobo Brazil, definitely for the reasons that Camilla explained. Ron Simmons, Farouk. I just love that he said, damn, that shit was that's what I love the most about him, man.
Farouk was a bad motherfucker, man.
I used to get in trouble for saying that shit. Number 2, Booker T. And number 1, of course, The Rock.
The people's champ. The coldest. And his theme music. It's just amazing. Mm-hmm. It's just amazing. Like,
The Rock kept changing his theme music. I ain't like the one with all that guitar in it.
I liked all the different iterations of his music. I also want to point out the fact that The Rock is still the only Black man to win the Royal Rumble match.
Wow.
And he won that in 2000.
Wow.
The only one. Just
30 plus,
that out there.
30 plus years.
The only. So shout out to the only at the moment. But that was the show this week. We hope y'all enjoyed. To all the good news listeners, welcome again to our show. We hope you come back next week. To those who listened regularly, hey, check us out live on Tuesdays. Good News app, 6 p.m. through 8 p.m. Central Time. Be there. Get in the chat room. Get in the chat room. Sign up real quick. Bloop, bloop. Get in the chat room. Be part of the show. But if you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On Twitter, Instagram. Oh, wait, no. Just Twitter. At Camille Monet. I made my Instagram private again. I forgot. At Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE, because
your mom is fancy.
For sure, for sure.
At Bucks Burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Goddamn right.
Everyday_gentleman on Instagram. KHarris216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And of course, it's your boy, TIMKINZ3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. We'll see y'all next week.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.